Shalom, my name is James. I am an expat, and I'm an expat that's voting for the Donald. Now I want to explain a couple things in relation to my beliefs or policies, whatever you want to call them. And first of all, what is an expat? An expat is an individual, an American, who no longer lives within the United States of America. I now lived and have lived since September of 2009 in Colombia, South America, legally. Came here legally. I haven't seen any videos or much said in relation to the expats that live in overseas or absentee voting, etc. So I thought I'd make this video as to why, and it's going to actually be a series of videos covering different topics. First one, let me cover immigration. And I am 100% in support of the policy that Donald Trump has put forward in relation to immigration. Some of you are going to actually call me racist and who knows what, xenophobic, Islamophobic, etc. Well, do whatever the hell you want. I could give a damn. Now, the problem with this video for me possibly is that it more than likely is going to get me put on the no-fly list. So all I can ask Donald Trump is that if that is to occur, and I see you as being president, even though the odds are highly against you in an unfair, rigged election, and it definitely is. It's all over the internet what's happening with people being bussed in from who knows where in the parts of hell they're coming from to counties they don't even live in, and ballots being found in the thousands in buildings ready to go, all for Clinton and so on and so on. But there's no fraud, or Obama declaring that if you're here basically in the States, you're a citizen and therefore you can vote, a felony. Obama should have impeached a long time ago during his first 4 years. The problem was there was no Republican majority, or there was no Republicans with the gonads, the balls, the testicles to do what they should have done, because they might be concerned that they call racist. Unbelievable, unbelievable. You would have thought that that the country was under a Democrat majority in both the House as well as the Senate. Might as well have been, because Obama got everything that he wanted, and we, the people, got shit. Okay, and screwed. But anyway, I left the United States in end of September 2009, and for two reasons. I'm only going to discuss one and not the other. And the main reason was because I had already stated to people that I more than likely was leaving the United States very soon in the event that Obama got elected as president, because I saw that what he was talking about in his transformation of the United States, it was towards a communist, Marxist, fascist, socialist state. And that's exactly where it's been heading, and that's exactly where dear Hillary Crooked Clinton is going to lead this country into. If Hillary gets elected, all I can say is you better get the hell out of the United States, okay? In one of her speeches last year, she said anyone that doesn't agree with her, okay, basically needs to be put into camps. Now, for you ignorant types out there, you need to understand that there is FEMA camps. These are prison guards, like Hitler had in Germany. They're all over the place in the United States, with estimates of close to being able to incarcerate 25 million American citizens who will be considered dissenters and anti-fascist, Marxist, commie, socialist. In this case, it would be Clinton administration. Okay, but you know, it's unbelievable. But anyway, I want to cover immigration, so let me get back to that because I could cover a lot in this. Now, I do have a surprise for you at the very end of this video for you liberal commies. I will mention this one thing. One time I had called, I can't remember, I think it was in Virginia, the state senator or the House of Reps, congressman, whatever, and asked him, and I got a conversation with him, and I said, why is it that you all keep calling the Democrats, the leftists, progressives or liberals, when they're not either? They're communist. If you look at their philosophies and what they want, it's all communist, fascist, socialist. And they said, well, because, I mean, I couldn't believe it. It's because we couldn't do that, even though we know that's it, because it wouldn't be politically correct. It just blew me away. Absolutely blew me away. Well, I call them communists. And the fact is that those at the top, like Hillary Clinton and her people and the people in high-ranking places in the Democrats, they're communist. Okay? And the followers, regular Americans, they think that the Hillary people, etc., administration is going to do something for you. I got news for you. It's kind of like Donald Trump has said. What the hell has she done for you for 30 years? Not a goddamn thing. Okay? You are still in the freaking plantation. And if you think that Hillary Clinton, who is supported by the KKK, who loved Byrd, I can't remember, I think he was a Senator Byrd, yeah, Senator or Congressman Byrd, who died, and she even declares that he was a mentor of hers, and he was a Klansman, he was a way up there KKK leader and all that, and the black American just loves her when she's for Planned Parenthood, which was started by the lady, can't remember the name, for the sole purpose of genocide of the Negro raised in the United States. And you dickheads vote for her. I mean, you're voting for your own annihilation, for your own non-existence in America. It's my fault. But anyway, back to immigration. Like I said, it's so easy to get carried away into so much stuff about Hillary, who I basically call Shaitan, and that's a better word than Satan to me. Shaitan's whore, political whore. Okay, totally sold out. And as it's coming out now on the net, is her and Podesta and all that. They're into the satanic. I mean, it's just mind-blowing, and how many people will vote for this witch? But anyway, in immigration, I was involved very much in the Christian ministry, and because I happen to speak and understand Spanish, I worked a lot with the Hispanic people and culture, and mainly in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And this was before. Even this goes back to 97, 98, 99, in those years, and I would tell the Spanish people that came over illegally, you need to go back. You need to do it right. Okay. How can you profess a Christianity and yet you're breaking a law that's good? It's a good law, because we can and should break laws that are not good, like laws that promote and fund abortion. But we can't break good law, which the immigration laws are great. Now, and I would tell them flat out, I'd minister to them, et cetera, and all of that, but I'd tell them flat out, you need to go home. You need to do it right, and that's where I stand. Now, for you liberal commies, and for those listening to the video, you got to go to a website called Commie Buster. Look it up, because they have done extensive research on the congressmen and senators, both Democrats and Republicans, etc. And you're going to be alarmed, and you should be in terror to find out how many in government support the communist agenda. That plain and simple. Now, for all, and in relation to Muslims, hey, let me tell you something. They need to go home, and I'm 100% for what Hillary did not represent. I am not 100% for what Hillary wants, which is an influx of 500% plus to what Obama's doing. The shit that's going to hit the fan is going to be the same like hitting Paris and in Germany and everything. And they keep saying and they keep lying to you. No, it won't happen. No. And it's already happening. Look at Detroit. They're doing the same thing. They're already praying in the streets, etc., and all of that. Now, get Christians to pray in the streets. Okay. Now, I'm not a Christian. I used to be for 24 hours. I'm now of the Hebrew roots. Okay, in the Torah. Okay, but anyway, I want to go there. Okay, and that's already coming in Detroit. Now, if Christians got out there in Washington D.C. and you found 1,000 Christians that blocked Pennsylvania Avenue or K Street or L Street. Now, I used to live in Virginia for 25 years between Arlington and Richmond. It's at 25, 30, really a little more years before I moved to Tulsa. And so that's how I know. If Christians did that, they'd have the SWAT teams, riot people, and they would physically move you out. Now, you watch, and I believe it's already happening. I believe it's already happening in Washington, D.C., in which in some streets, the Muslims are blocking, they're not doing anything. But I call on Christians to do the same thing, just to see what happens. Anyway, so the Muslims, they need to get the hell out. Okay, and I'm for Trump on that. Now, for all of you Hispanics who are calling me racist, I don't know how that's racist. You know, Hispanics are culture. And the thing about it, for all of you Hispanics and Muslims who say I'm a racist or whatever you want to call me, I got a little surprise for you. And this is how I'm going to do it. Te voy a decir en español que yo soy colombiano. Yo nací en Colombia. Mis padres, a la edad que yo tenía de 5 años, en 1957, se fueron a los Estados Unidos. Y se fueron legalmente con visas. Y mis padres duraron alrededor de 10 años y más de 10 años, para recibir ciudadanía. Ellos primero trabajaron con la tarjeta verde de permiso, la green card. Yo soy colombiano primero, y por sangre, porque nací aquí. Y volví aquí a mi tierra. Y después soy americano por ciudadanía, porque viví tantos años en los Estados Unidos. Now, I'm going to translate that for all you liberal commies that don't speak Spanish. You liberal Satan lovers, the way I look at you, okay? Because all your works are evil, okay? All under deception. That is this. My name is Jaime. I am a Colombian by birth, national. My parents went to the United States, moved to the United States in 1956. And they brought me with my 2 brothers over in August of 1957, if I remember correctly. I was 5 years of age. I grew up in the United States. I consider myself American in how I handle myself in business, in integrity, etc., and so on. Okay, but I consider myself a Colombian and a love for Colombia because I was born here and it is my country. Ooh, just got you, didn't I, libs? You're probably looking at me as a white motherfucker, racist, Hispanic hater, and so on. Well, got you, didn't I? I'm not. And so see, but I tell. As I keep going on, my parents were the first generation to come to the United States in all of our family tree. I became a United States citizen, naturalized at the age of 18, 19, right around there. My parents also. We waited, my parents over 10 plus years before they went through the whole legal process before they became citizens, and they became citizens before me. I waited until I was 18. 13 years, okay? So now, you've been punked as a liberal, communist, Satan lover, okay? Because you were already calling me upon listening to, see, I don't have the accent of a Hispanic, and so on and so on. But I tell you what, this video for you liberal commies, what you don't understand about the communist philosophy is that one of the first individuals that they kill when they take over a country is their own followers. That's you. And it's coming. If Hillary gets elected, let me tell you something. You may be celebrating, but you're celebrating your own death. You will be smashed by the Hillary regime, who is owned 100% by the global elitists, Soros and the Rothschilds and so on. You will be smashed. And on the liberty-loving patriot people, they will be taking up arms. But anyway, like I said, in 2009, I did leave the United States when Obama got him. I said I was going to, and I did leave. Okay, now, I listen to all these actors. I could think of like Sally Myers and all these bitches and bastards that, well, I'm leaving it, trying to influence the election. Well, let me tell you something. You got to be a real idiot if I was going to vote because you say vote for Hillary. What am I, zombie? No, I can think for myself. But anyway, I'll say this: out of all of you, none of you are going to leave. Not on a permanent basis. You might establish a new home because you got money in Canada or Europe or whatever. But see, you'll still keep your domicile here. And you'll still keep your USA passport and your USA citizenship. You will not relinquish those because you are hypocrites. Because someone who says they're leaving for good and all that. See, I've already got my Colombian passport. I got my Colombian national ID. I've got everything here. I'm not going back to the States, especially if Hillary is elected. Now, if Trump is elected, I plan on going back to visit. I really don't plan on ever going back to live in the United States. Okay, Colombia is beautiful, and I have a message for people that in the event that Hillary gets elected, that's another video, so you really need to listen to that one. So anyway, all I can say is to the legal immigrants like myself who became citizens properly with the right process. Okay, following the process, the law. If you vote for Hillary, you're voting for a noose around your neck. If you think that illegals coming into this country are doing something for you, no, they're destroying the lives that you've built here. Okay? Wages are going to drop left and right. They're trying to make this thing, the elitists, the Obamas, the Clintons, into a third world country. And to put it better, in Hillary's words, into a plantation in which the elitist, globalist, Clintonites, Rothschilds, and so on will be your master. Okay? It's that simple. Oh, and to the black NAACP leadership and all that, you are repugnant. But you believe that you're going to be kept in power by an administration of this type? No, they will kill you also, because Hillary has already showed her true colors, and that is she is 100% racist against the black American, against people. It's unbelievable. Anti-Christian. Anti-every religion except Islam. She's anti-family. She is anti-business. She is anti-patriot. She is anti-everything that stands for good because she is satanic. I'm doing this video and actually here on the day before the election. I don't know if this will get out to a lot, but every legal immigrant needs to hear this. And so I hope that it goes viral. Thank you.